And all those carpets right at the entrance of our apartment are sitting over there. That's something that's very unusual. Alright folks, so just to start off this video with, I'm going to click on filter and then get up to this video. Publish date April 14th, 2020. Visibility public. So this is the video that I trimmed some part of it because I looked at it yesterday and thought to myself that I felt really silly talking about online work for too long, and I trimmed some of it off, but it failed. Like, I trimmed it to 12 minutes and 52 seconds and I had to revert it to 14 minutes and 52 seconds. I actually have been working on it for about 6 hours and no result. Like, it failed, and the last 2 minutes of the newer version with the 12-minute 52-second clip video, whatever, like, it just sounded weird. And from the 10th second of it, it didn't even look like I was talking about online learning. In fact, it felt more like I was preparing the table. So in that case, we'll just check the, no, we don't need to check the analytics. But here it is. I'll turn on the volume a bit louder.
Their last look as of now.
This is our first.
Hello. It is 12:58 a.m. on Tuesday the 14th. It is that day that I returned.
Yeah, so this is 18 seconds into the video, and I trimmed all the way until around here, so this is where I would have started. And then I had to revert to normal after a system failure with this trimming process. I was just talking so much about one thing that has never ever been my thing, and then other than that, I had to also revert. Oh, put the wrong number. I also had to revert this one to normal, but that was from January 9th, 2017, and the number of views 1,043. So the length is, well, for some time it was 10 minutes and 33 seconds with the trimming that I had done, and then I had to revert it back to normal. Just yesterday, I had to revert it back to 10 minutes and 44 seconds because of the sounding. And whenever I would play with the snow, it turned out more that I was just walking on my foot, like taking footsteps instead of just throwing snowballs at people and all that. So let's just watch.
Today is cancelled due to the snow. I'm pretty happy about it.
2 hours later.
Including this part, you see, yeah, including this part, like, due to the sounding, it was kind of inaccurate. And also, day 347, I also reverted day 347 back to normal. I'm not going to show you that because that's kind of humiliating. I don't even want to show you that. But yeah, I had to work on that. I worked on all of these vlogs. Yep, so the sounding of this one sounds more accurate. And so the last 2 minutes of this, like, I had to revert it to normal after 6 hours. And I don't even know why, but I just reverted this one to normal. Like, for some time it was 7 minutes and 13 seconds, and I switched it back to 13 minutes and 4 seconds. Well, anyway, so I had to work on all that. Hello, now it's the afternoon. It is 12:08 p.m. already now. And all those carpets right at the entrance of our apartment are sitting over there. That's something that's very unusual. Right, at least this parking spot is more like the way that I wanted it to be. Well, there's quite a number of parking spots on this floor anyway. Alright, well, we left. And when we got to the line, while we were exiting, like in the line of the security, there was nowhere that there was nobody. And now it looks like there's everywhere where there's nobody. Hopefully that car's ours. Should be easy. Good to me turn this thing on. Wow, what a funny saying. Nowhere with nobody. everywhere with everybody, whatever. That stack of red cars. Oh yeah, that's funny. Thank you. I swear to God, this door is getting old. Yeah, nowadays, people are starting to forget things in the traffic, especially from an age of someone like 28. Like, why am I saying that? Because it's true. But why should I not say that? Because, again, they're like 28 or 35 years old rather than something like 93. Nevertheless, at least we have made it. It's 2:18. Hope you like that picture on my laptop, whatever it is. So, we got this fan over here. We installed it over the last weekend. I like that it says touch me. That's kind of something that brings attention. The name of that thing. But it's hard to plug in. The temperature outside doesn't feel too hot, but when you're indoors, when you're in the rooftop, it feels much more warm, like much above that. So I'm gonna take this in. Perfect. Yes, this works. Really good. And then, all right, so we're gonna, like, this is pretty hard actually. Like, this is kind of hard to deal with it being at this area. So it would be much easier to put it somewhere around here. But the thing is, like, when you're sitting down, let's try with it. Let's try sitting down on this thing. And you bring your face close to it and, I mean, yeah, because obviously I'm recording, so it doesn't even give a feeling at all whatsoever. But doesn't it drive the cooling right into the side of your face? That's so hilarious. Yeah, what a fun tactic. Yeah, so I moved it all the way here. I used this cable and put it like this. Let's see which would be easier. This would also not be too difficult, but like this, it would go right into my face, like directly, no matter which side, or like if I did too many push-ups or if I planked for too long, which I had done already twice. Like first I did 2.5 minutes and then I walked around the neighborhood. And then I did 2 minutes of plank before we headed out for lunch. But yeah, you can put it at pretty much any angle you'll like. This is, I believe we already had one of these, but it didn't work for a while. Or you know, my dad has it, but this is just newly installed here. But like, let's just switch this off. At least these ones are already on. Like during the winter season, we take them off. But when it comes to that time that starts to feel hot, like again in the rooftop, the temperature when you're on the rooftop, it feels much more than what it feels outside, no matter if it's hot or around the average temperature. Another thing, we have took off this camera after some technical issues. We took it all the way down. My God, it is so hot outside at the moment. It's hard to handle it. And I'm already sweating like I came back from the gym just 10 minutes ago. Well, what we still have, we have this outdoor cam. This is the Wyze outdoor cam. This is wire free and you don't even need a wire to put this camera in, so you can hang it on your wall indoors. But the thing is, look at that. Look at this picture. According to this picture, you can even put it on a tree. So you can even hang this camera on a tree, and from the tree you can see where people are walking to, whether they're on their bike or if they're riding their bike, if you're riding their motorbike. But yeah, this is actually pretty interesting, although we usually don't prefer to stick CCTVs outside or anything like that, since this is just a house camera. But the one that we took down just now, where did it go? Where did that camera go? I just looked at it. Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah, my God, I thought it was sitting right on this disc, but obviously it's sitting all the way down here, so that isn't even working for now. We took it all the way down. Like over the last weekend we had it on, and then due to some technical problems, this kind of like either stopped working well enough well, I'm just gonna leave this as it is, but let's just try out the other camera that we have. My God, it is interesting. All right, not as many seagulls on this rooftop, and still not as many as the other one, because my mom told me the other day that she was pretty satisfied with that one that I was talking about, there being like 50 seagulls all the way behind this window, and then the helicopter passing by. Like sometimes it has to do with the government, and sometimes it has to do with some other kind of officials when it comes to helicopters. But you can occasionally see helicopter landings right at the top of either this or this building, for example, which is kind of fun. Like, imagine getting off the helicopter and then skydiving. That would be, I mean, obviously that would be extreme, but you get a feeling that you have the power to do things. All right, guys, so it is 7:54 p.m., just about to conclude what has been quite a busy day. Other than that YouTube studio work, I recorded 2 challenge videos for my game channel, and I put a timer in so that I could beat the challenge as good as possible by playing 2 games, one Traffic Rush and the other one being Neon Blocks. And so I recorded them and then put it on my gaming channel. So I'm quite busy with that too. So throughout this weekend, I am going to be going to Mars Athletic Club on both days, Saturday and Sunday. And on Sunday of this weekend, we will be meeting up with Berkay and Shayla, and we will be seeing their baby in person for the first time. We've seen some of her pictures, but this time we are going to meet up in person, and we are going to see what the house is like now that they have a baby. Before they had the baby, we got the chance to see what the crib looks like, and I bet that is even changed by a big part. Last time we were talking about this Bring Sally Up challenge, and so whenever we meet up again, we are going to review that and then think of another possible challenge that I could do throughout the month of September. All I really do now is either plank or do a push-up while I'm at home, or when I go to Mac, then I'll just do the workout that I usually do for 15 minutes on each of the equipment. Anyway, guys, so that is to end this vlog. My phone's battery is running low again. So I will see you in the next video tomorrow.